On her way out of the meeting, Ren encounters Danny, who was waiting for a date she had forgotten about. She apologizes, but says she has to work. Back at the interview, the interviewers read out loud from reports about how users can end up dissociating from reality. They state how such an experience could seem isolating. Ren and Byron work late that night to debug the snowboarding experience. The countdown clock shows other life will go live in about 5 days. Ren finds the error in the code and tests the new version without issues. They continue to work late, and Byron asks about the number of tests Ren has done. She tells him 482, which he compares to living about 20 days in other life during one real day. Danny comes in to deliver a report Sam had asked for on the long-term use of other life. Ren reveals she did not know about it as she reads it. She also asks Byron not to go to Sam behind her back. Byron thinks that the recursive glitch that they've been getting could be the key to longer simulations. He and Danny decide to go out for drinks, but Ren stays behind to keep working. She runs the swimming simulation with her brother again, and is again surrounded by the empty droppers from her tests. She records the result of her 340th test and states that it still needs more testing. The interviewers discuss medical applications of other life for brain and memory disorders, along with the potential moral issues considering that it puts ideas into people's heads. Ren insists she has no other applications in mind. Ren returns to her brother's bedside to try other life on him again. His eye twitches and she feels hopeful. When a nurse comes over, she hides her tech and asks him about it. The nurse reveals that things like eye twitches do happen sometimes. She leaves, goes home, and looks over the data. Byron and Andy call her about what she's missing during their night out, and she gets an email from her father about withdrawing her brother's life support. The next day, Ren visits her dad at the college campus where he teaches. They discuss other life, its morality, progress, and how it could help her brother. Her dad is worried about a glitch, but she continues to insist that it's just bad code. He insists that depression, anxiety, and other mental conditions could also just be bad code, except the brain is more complicated than that. Ren accuses him of giving up on her brother and claims that if he's conscious in there that he just needs a way to get out. Her dad states that he could unplug her brother without her consent and is merely asking for her support. Ren goes to work, angry. She asks another coworker named Cass for help with taking her files out of the system. Sam and Byron notice that the amount of nanite stock they've been going through is much higher than her reported tests. They ask what simulation she's using, but she won't tell them, just saying it is still experimental. Byron leaves and she talks with Sam alone. He proposes the idea of using other life as a prison, to rehabilitate people and allow them to live out their sentences in minutes. But Ren refuses and Sam gets angry, shouting at her to get back to work on the actual product. She leaves and runs into Danny outside. He tries to find out what's wrong, but she doesn't want to talk about it. Instead, they both leave and they make love. Afterward, Ren shows Danny the snowboarding experience. They talk about how everything, including memory, is a chemical. Danny talks about how he did not expect the experience to feel so real. Then, as Ren checks her phone, Danny grabs another dropper from her purse and tries it, thinking that it was another of the same snowboarding experience. Instead, he gets one of Ren's experimental ones where she swims with her brother.